Hello and welcome to episode 58 of Rebuilding Chelsea on FM23. I'm Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, two games for you. We're away to Newcastle in the Premier League and then at home to Aston Villa, also in the Premier League. And as you can see, we come into it having won every match in more than a month. So let's see if we can keep that going. And the team to face Newcastle is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Newcastle United, and it is Unai Simon in goal, back four of Wijndal, Torres, Silva and James, Ugarte at the base of midfield, Thuram, Mount ahead of him, Fati on the left, João Mario on the right and Sesko up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is suggesting I think we need to show everyone the recent praise is justified, put on a real show. I'm going to disagree with him. I'm going to point the finger and say we're doing well, we're on a good run, keep it going, and let's get out there and see if we can. So as always, we'll kick things off and we'll see how the game plays out. As you can see, Newcastle on the same points as us, so a draw by no means a bad result in this one. What we don't want to do is lose it, and it is Vicario with the ball forward. We've won it back though. Mount to João Mario, plays it to Thuram, into Fati, and it loops into the arms of Vicario. So very nearly the opening goal, but couldn't quite manage it. Elise with the ball in for Newcastle, and it's headed back and then into the back of the net from Luis Felipe. I don't think this is offside. I think it is going to be 1-0 Newcastle. The goal's given, so I'm right, unfortunately. So we'll need to demand more now. We cannot afford to lose this one. Sesko has lost the ball, but wins it back himself, and very nearly finds the back of the net. Maybe he should have looked to find a teammate instead. But so far Newcastle have scored from their only shot, and that stings a little bit. And they've got another opportunity. Elise's corner headed away. João Mario is out-muscled and it's crossed in, and Alexander Isak adds number 2 for Newcastle. And they've scored twice from 2 shots. So not impressed. We need a demand more. We're going to have to go attacking now. We're going to have to do that for the rest of the match. We need to get back into this pronto. Gertruida plays it forward for Newcastle. It's crossed in, and this time Simon is there to make the save. We need one back before half time ideally. Thuram into Mount, back to Ugarte, finds João Mario. James on the right hand side, checks back, finds Silva, into Mount. Silva again, should have gone for the first time ball forward, instead plays it out to James, who gives it back to him. Thuram to Torres, Thuram to Torres again, out to Wijndal on the left, forward for Ansu Fati, who checks back, finds Wijndal, to Thuram, who shoots, and Kefren Thuram has half the deficit. It is Newcastle United 2, Chelsea 1, and we're back in the game, but we still need another one just to grab a point. So let's see if we can get it before half time. Probably not. 2 minutes of added time, and that's the half-time whistle. So it is 2-1. I'm going to say I expect better in the second half. Start hitting the target more often, absolutely. And let's see, where can we improve? There's nerves at the back, so Botman can come on. And also in midfield, I'm going to take Mason Mount off and bring on Guendouzi. and we will swap him and Thuram around. And do I change anything up front? I think I possibly do. Sesko's very frustrated and in danger of being booked. But what have we got on the bench? We've got Moukoko on the bench. So let's bring him on and see what he can do. And let's get out there for the second half. Demand more. And let's see if we can find a way back into the match. It's Gertruida to Wimmer, who crosses, and Unai Simon collects. So we're going to be able to build from the back. Finds Torres to Wijndal. Forward to Ansu Fati, who's dispossessed. Patterson comes forward for Newcastle. Finds Elise. His crossfield ball finds Wimmer. And Isak narrowly wide. So big let off early in the second half. Had that gone in, I think it's game over. But we're still in it. Still a goal behind. Reece James needs to come off. Vanderson can come on for him. Unai Simon's having a poor game. I'm not going to sub the goalkeeper off though. Wimmer with the free kick for Newcastle. Headed away, but only as far as Isak, who's dispossessed by João Mario. Østigard plays it back to Becker, who gives it straight back to him. Østigard looking for a pass, finds Becker again. Becker's ball forward is cut out, but falls straight to Patterson. Wijndal clears, Guendouzi. Back to Wijndal, finds Thuram to Guendouzi. Wijndal on the left to Guendouzi, into Fati. João Mario plays in Moukoko, who's hit the crossbar. Massive chance goes begging. And I think Ansu Fati's going to be the one to come off for Evanilson. And I think that's the last change we can make. It is. So let's demand more one last time. As Simon finds Botman. Into Vanderson. Plays it to João Mario. Into Botman again. Long ball forward for Moukoko, who's drifted out to the right. It's pulled it back to Evanilson, who smashes it into the back of the net. 2-2. Still 10 minutes to go. So can we complete the turnaround and get the 3 points? Into the final 5 minutes. We just need one more opportunity, and I'm sure we'll grab it. Owen Wijndal with the free kick, the header from Botman, and we lead 3-2. So we've done it. We've got 2 minutes to hold on, and we have secured the 3 points. It finishes Newcastle United 2, Chelsea 3. And I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a home game in the Premier League against Aston Villa. Team for this one is Unai Simon in goal, back for Wijndal, Torres, Silva and James. Ugarte at the base of midfield, Thuram and Mount ahead of him, Fati on the left, Moukoko on the right and Sesko up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well my assistant is again going with show everyone the recent praises justified, put on a real show. I don't think that's the right option. I think what I'm going to do is say don't let a good run of form come to an end here, keep it going, and let's get out there and see if we can. as you'll see in a moment from the league table, Aston Villa are currently second in the Premier League, and as it stands, we're going top. So if we can win this, then we will take top spot, albeit temporarily until Arsenal play. But if we can win it, then we will actually, as I say, go top of the league. So it is a massive incentive to do just that. But Trossard is in for Villa. Dean to Trossard, and exactly the opposite has happened. And it is Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1. There is an appeal for offside. I don't think it is. It's given. It is 1-0 Villa. So let's demand more, and we'll go attacking already. We cannot afford to do anything other than win this game. We haven't had a shot on target yet. Villa have scored from their only shot of the match, and that's put them top of the league. So not a good outcome for us, and we really need to get back into this game as quickly as we can. Looking at where it's gone wrong, clearly it is Reece James that's got the blame for the goal. So he's going to come off at half time. He won't be the only one. And we are at half time with the score still 1-0 to Aston Villa. What was that? Get out there and fix it. Reece James, you're coming off. And Vanderson, you're coming on. In terms of other changes, Veindel, you can come off, and Parisi, you can come on. And finally, the nervous Benjamin Sesko, I'll put Moukoko up front, and we'll take Sesko off and bring João Mario on. And let's get out there for the second half. Let's demand more again, and let's fix this. So 52 minutes gone, free kick to Chelsea. Vanderson over it, goes for the shot, and Martinez puts it behind for a corner. In-swinger, right-footed Mason Mount. Can he find a blue shirt? No, but he might get another chance. It's cleared by Nelson, but only as far as Mount, and the highlight comes to an end. So we're going to need to demand more. And we're going to need to make further changes. Moukoko's having a shocker. So we'll bring on Ez Abde, I think. In fact, we'll let this highlight play out. And we do have an equaliser from Ansu Fati. And I think what we're going to do is put Fati up front, take Moukoko off, and bring on Noni Madueke. So we'll do that, and let's see if we can manage to turn 1 point into 3 and go clear for now at the top of the league. Thuram needs to come off. We'll bring on Guendouzi. It's Mount with the corner. The header is cleared, and Vanderson has put the ball in the net, and it is Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 1. So we do lead, and we will be top after this match. So nice place to be if we can hold on. So into the final minutes, and there's 4 minutes of added time, and we've seen it through. Chelsea 2, Aston Villa won. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the Premier League table and confirmation that we are indeed top of the league. 7 wins and 3 draws, yet to lose in our 10 games so far. So 24 points on the board, 3 more than second placed Aston Villa and 5 more than third placed Liverpool. So plenty of reasons to be cheerful. And we're going to come back in November when I will show you the home Premier League game against title rivals Liverpool and the Champions League away game against Atletico Madrid. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.